Then the high-ranking priests think he's the primordial light. That's likely. I get it. Ha, you're so hopeless. Let's rest a bit and try to find out what that voice even is. How beautiful. What are you doing? Counting the stars. Aren't you bored? It's been 6 hours. That's something a human like you would say. The sky sure is clear here. What a loser. How long are you going to watch this? You said you were going to think. Yeep, you also watch K-dramas for 10 hours. What? Someone's coming. What? Damn it. I left the spear. Is this the place, the Queen's land? Amplify strength. Oi, who the hell are, what a beautiful place this is. Does the Queen live in this land? How beautiful. A land that's covered in light. Looks like these guys aren't connected to a high-grade priest. I know, right? Wait, you're Seo Moon Yeep, right? He's Seo Moon Yeep. Oh, on top of that, he's got a grand priest next to him. Oh, they recognize me. You're right. I am Seo Moon Yeep, the destroyer of the final dungeon. Are you looking for attention? Why are you explaining that in such detail? You brat, what about it? I heard the Queen gave you an invitation. Is that so? I guess you're the Queen's subordinates. Right. The king is alive, so plenty of other underworlders must also be alive. By the way, why'd you bring those two here? They're just people of my kind aimlessly wandering here and there. They will now live in lodgings prepared by the Queen. Oh, I guess there are separate lodgings for all the underworlders, huh? I cannot tell you anymore. The Queen may have invited you, but I can't tell that to the guy who destroyed our sanctuary. There's another space nearby that's set up like this one. I think it's probably there. Great priest. How could you side with Seo Moon Yeep? You know stuff like that too. That's like basic if you're at my level. Explaining the full story will take a lot of time, so I'll just skip it. You were definitely an observer, right? I remember your face. He had a peculiar power. Analysis. Target observer strength 50-50, agility 62 to 62, speed 41 to 41, stamina 86 to 86, skill aura, leadership 32 to 32, tactics, observation ability. Manifestation stores the visible landscape in memory as it is. Manifestation creates an exact manifestation of an object according to memory, excluding living creatures. Raw materials of the same nature and mass of the object in question are needed. This is an unbelievably remarkable ability. Observation aside, the superpower of manifestation. Oh, your name's Observer, right? Follow me. What are you doing? Seo Moon Yeep, I just had a great idea. I'm sorry. I couldn't find a clue regarding that voice yet. If it was in the primordial light, it must be a really old spirit. However, because we've lost so much of our ancient history, it's alright. It's okay. I'll ask him myself, then. You know the tomb of the 10,000-year dungeon, right? The dungeon where the emperor, the ancient man who died there thousands of years ago, resides. Later on. Honestly, aside from the fact that the emperor was the boss, the final dungeon was more difficult than facing the grand priest. Are you suggesting we'd manifest the emperor and ask him ourselves? That's not a bad idea. Since the emperor is undead and therefore not a living being, the observer's ability will definitely be able to manifest him. His soul must be wandering, incapable of reaching the great spirit world. Create a body that a ghost can possess, and I'll summon him. However, we need materials with the same properties and mass as the emperor to do that. You mean an underworlder corpse, right? No, there's no need to do that. Put the spear down. We can just make one in the virtual world. This, a battlefield module. I see. He's the guy who created the battlefield. That's right. When I was designing the battlefield, he was the biggest help. I don't expect the Emperor to obediently reply to your questions. So, if he does attack, the virtual world will be safe. I understand what kind of system it is. Queen, there is one problem. As a deceased being, the connection between my body and soul is extremely weak. After entering the virtual world, my mind could break away, and my physical body could collapse. In other words, I would be obliterated in reality, but we need you to summon the Emperor's soul. Is there no other way? Seriously, what a hassle. Then, it's okay as long as it's not a dead body, right? How about possessing someone else's body? That's not impossible. During the war, there was research on possessing humans with superpowers. However, the experiments were halted because of the aversion to entering a lowly human's body. This person keeps forgetting someone with a lowly human body robbed him. How about I do it again? You guys were the ones at a loss because you were so averse to it. Then, imagine this, Seo Moon Yeep. You possessed the body of a monkey for the sake of winning a war. Let's not talk about this. However, this time, I won't refuse. Fortunately, we have the right materials on hand as well. Pietro was such a helpful person. If you're averse to it, you can just give up. No, because if we get indoctrinated by the sacred talk once, then there's no coming back from it. Then, I'll proceed. Nothing changed, though. Did you fail? It worked. I just modified my body to look like the original one, as expected. What a trivial body. Because of human restrictions, it can't contain all of my aura. I can't believe a great grand priest like me has been reduced to a mere human. Well, definitely. I can strongly feel the sensation of being alive. I can feel my heart beating. Target Pietro Anela 53 of 53 speed 58 of 58 stamina 42 of 42 strength agility focus skill 42 of 42 aura leadership 97 tactics spatial travel meditation necromancy spirit attack ability. Spatial travel through a tunnel of space and time. Meditation, connect to the spirit realm and commune with the spirits of your ancestors. Necromancy. Call upon the spirits of the dead. Spirit attack, summon a spirit and use it to attack by covering it in your own aura. Whoa, those stats are. Well, in any case, who cares? Now, just give me a day to walk around in the light. All I want. After all, I need time to get used to this body. What is that? I only went out to get used to it. I saw everything, yet she's hiding it. Get rid of that and come here quickly. Forceful detainment, let me go, Seo Moon Yeep. Okay. Shall we go in, then? Entering the dungeon, the tomb of 10,000. There's not a single monster here. Well, there's no need to go as far as to manifest them too. Yes, you're right. Since we didn't manifest any other monster than the Emperor, you can just enter the boss room. Just, be careful. The Emperor refused to be a great spirit, and wished for eternal life. He was so full of malice and arrogance that he killed 10,000 of his own people. If he doesn't reply to your attempts at conversation, then I'll leave it to you, Seo Moon Yeep. Right. By the way, I changed your avatar so that you can use spirit manifestation. So you're telling me to fight all I want, huh? I checked it. Okay. Then I wish you a safe trip. Hey, Grand Priest. The Emperor's strong as hell. Do you think the two of us can win against him? With your spirit manifestation, if you land a strike on the Emperor's soul, it'll be effective. Because the soul is the weakest part of undead monsters. I can't believe someone who's already stepped into the concept of spirit manifestation doesn't even know that. Sure, whatever. You're so great. Your acquaintances sent an expedition team to the tomb of 10,000, right? Yeah, because they wanted to research the ancient history preserved here. However, they were defeated. We won, though. You can just take advantage of a lull in the power of the Tomb of 10,000, thanks to our expedition team. Okay, here we are, the one who planned for that to happen. Are you ready? Ugh. Yo, there he is. My duty. It has to be me. Only I can do it. Only my rule can bring safety and peace to the world, starting from tribulations. As expected. It's just a skeleton, but the pressure is no joke. Well, it's not like we didn't know about it. Since I'll be the one fighting this piece of metal. Get this guy's soul here right now. I'll summon it as fast as I can. Fuck. He's still as strong as ever. Why couldn't he manifest it with just enough power to handle? Why did he have to make him so uselessly strong? I need to do my duty as well. Emperor. Oh, possessor of might stronger than anyone. The defier of death, and the persistent pursuer of ambition. A vicious man who believed he was right and never doubted himself. Found him. Who are you? I am your descendant. And, I am here to give you your body back. And that, my royal body. Get out of the way, Seo Moon Yeep. Oh. Fuck. Had my reaction been a bit slower, forget fighting. I almost died. Did you succeed? As you can see, I am back. The king is back. Where is everyone? The king is back. My subjects followed me like my own flesh and blood. Yet I can't sense them at all. As I thought, none of my soldiers remain. Now that I think of it, there is a familiar face. I think you're mistaking me with someone else. The memory of you stabbing my throat from the back is the same. I also remember you completely taking down my forces. My goodness. I'm telling you, you've got the wrong person. Ignore. Well, okay. Among the human vermin, you're the only rascal that took me down. Although I'm very glad to meet you, I'd like to tear you apart right now. This situation is a bit strange. A worthless grand priest in a human shell, and the human who killed me. How come you brought me back to life? We have something to ask you. Something to ask, you say. Is it about some forgotten history? It's still repeating the same as always, huh? Hiding the wrong history, I mean. The primordial light must always be right, so they bury the wrong things in secret. Only when the same old wounds begin to rot and fester do you want to know the past. How pathetic. How truly pathetic. As expected, my rule is the one solution for you people. The savior who will stop tribulation. I was the only one who could make an unforgettable history. However, you are now just another forgotten part of history as well. Your days are numbered, and you are nothing more than a monster who slaughtered 10,000 of your own kind in a fit of power. Madness. You really know how to yap with that trap of yours. We need to know about the history of the forgotten past and Kek, fuck. The tribulation's finding us. Ho. I have no one left. You might just become my only source of entertainment. I don't plan on telling you. However, if you win against me, I'll think about it. Spirit attack. Amplify. Immortal. How interesting. Is that spirit manifestation? Are you shocked? I'll take off all this puff on you, you fucker. That's right. It's shocking. A human doing all these cute tricks. What? Cute tricks? Manifestation. Triggered. Spirit manifestation. Did you think you're the only one who can do that? Fuck. What the hell is this? How can the Emperor use this skill? Seconds have passed. Spirit manifestation has been disarmed. Oi, what the hell are you? You couldn't turn into a spirit when we fought 17 years ago. No need to use a wasteful technique like spirit manifestation. Instead, you would have seen this. Weapon spirit manifestation. Weapon spirit manifestation. I thought it was just a weapon covered with a lot of aura. Seo Moon Yeep, down. Seo Moon Yeep, down. Pietro Anela, down. How strange. Even if I slash her, it doesn't feel like I did. Is it because I'm a spirit now, and thus disconnected from my body? Or, is there something I'm not aware of? Ow, fuck. Was this fucking Emperor as strong as this the last time too? I got taken down in an instant as well. If I could have summoned a high-level spirit, I could have dealt a serious blow. Don't be too disappointed. You still found out a lot. That includes the fact that the Emperor knows about the voice and the tribulation. You're right. He's still a little pouty from the shock of being brought back from the dead, but I guess if we fight him until he calms down, we might get some answers from him. I agree. Let's keep trying. I'm saying that because I want to kick his ass. Alright. Let's get ready and get back in there. Oi, Grand Priest. Do you know about it? Know what? After I defeated you in the final dungeon, the dungeon was crumbling, monsters kept swarming, and I was sure I was going to die. However, I couldn't escape. I had no choice. I had no lingering feelings about life, and I literally fought like crazy, because it was all I could do. What I felt at that moment wasn't despair. It wasn't anything like that. In fact, I enjoyed it because I could fight until my last breath. From what I see, me and the Emperor are the same. He'll want to fight until he gets rid of his resentment. When you're that good at swordsmanship, you're basically a martial arts master. And that becomes your only pleasure in life. In other words, you suggest we humor him until he feels better. Oh, and he's not wrong either. Can we really overcome the tribulation or whatever if we can't even beat him? Seo Moon Yeep, our first priority is to stop the tribulation from striking by stopping the first high-ranking Grand Priest and the voice. I know. Who says I don't? But things don't always go our way in this world, do they? Not convinced. I'm telling you I'm not doing this because I want to fight the tribulation. Can we trust him? Anyway, we must do our best to fight and make the Emperor cough up what he knows. Entering the dungeon tomb of 10,000. I thought there was something wrong about the way it felt to cut you. As expected, you're back. How did you do it? It's virtual reality, you fresh out of the coffin bastard. But we're fresh out of the coffin, too. Died once. Barely made it out before he could die. This time we'll make you talk. Ha 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 ha. Great, have at it. Ugh, damn it. Why are his attacks so damn hefty? If I don't block his attacks by focusing my aura, he'll destroy my spear and my shield. He's so fucking annoying. Fucking Emperor. Do you think running away like that will help you win? Didn't you have something you wanted to ask me? That's right. We do have questions, you son of a bitch. Spirit attack. I'm not even hoping for it to hurt him. If we just get a chance. Interesting. I'll give you credit for this, but it's still not enough. Damn it, come back with a new plan. 10,000, not only did we have a large number of underworlders and fought the Emperor in his right now, the Emperor is at peak condition. The problem doesn't lie with our strategy. It's simply a difference in the abilities of the two races. Third attempt, 5 minutes 28 seconds. Fourth attempt, 6 minutes 16 seconds. Fifth attempt, 6 minutes 11 seconds. Sixth attempt, 9 minutes 41 seconds. This plan isn't going to work. My spirit attack doesn't have any power to it. The spirits you can call upon in human form are weak beyond comparison. Seo Moon Yeep. Are you listening? Can't I copy that too? What do you mean? Weapon spirit manifestation. I don't know. You don't know. Isn't it a common skill among you people? Sure, we know more than you about spirit manifestation. However, we don't use weapons, so it was also my first time seeing something like that. How about you just ask him yourself? Huh? Do you really think he'd tell me something like that just because I asked? Didn't you say so yourself? That the Emperor would want to go all out when fighting. Think about what you would do in his shoes. Ho, you've got a point. Seventh attempt. Okay. Let's fight. Oi, you son of a bitch. What are you doing? Have you lost all restraint because you couldn't defeat me? No, I haven't, you fucker. How are you doing that? What? Ha. You're amusing. Do you want me to teach you how? That's right, you fucker. This isn't even a fight. Embarrassed. Tell me while I'm being nice to you. Regardless, aren't you lasting longer and longer? Don't you think you'll figure it out if you try a little harder? Whatever. Don't tell me if you don't want to, you son of a bitch. Throw that spear away. Spear. Done. This is out of the blue, though. Why? Now that you've thrown it away, it's no longer a part of your spirit body. Well, that's because it needs to touch my body to be a part of the spirit body. Exactly. It has the same logic as this. Think about that phenomenon in reverse. Make the spear into the spirit body. And then separate your body from that spirit body. That's it. However, even if you know how to use spirit manifestation, you won't learn it overnight. Oi, you punk. You're not making this up, are you? You're dissatisfied even if I tell you. Indeed, foolish people are so quick to forget someone's good grace. I just can't figure it out. It's all know-how. Ha. Just die. Cheap fucker, just you wait. Seventh attempt complete. 5 minutes 3 seconds. I've told you everything there is to know. I'm looking forward to, whether you can break out of that shell. It'll be a while before the next battle. I'll start with a partial spirit manifestation first. I'm going to narrow the range of the spirit manifestation from the tip of my toes. I got it done. Son of a bitch Emperor. Figuring out weapon spirit embodiment isn't an easy feat to accomplish. Weapon spirit manifestation has been changed to weapon spirit embodiment. Shut it. Wouldn't it be quicker to find another way? If you have another way, tell me about it. As if you could last for more than 30 seconds. I thought of bringing in superhumans like 17 years ago to help us win, but he even willingly gave us the hint of trying weapon spirit embodiment. I feel like he won't tell us anything if we gang up on him because it wouldn't be fun. Only a fight between him and us two will satisfy the Emperor. If you get it now, then leave. Seomuniep, I thought up a method as, stop talking to me. I need to concentrate right now. I did it. No way. Look, you punk. I succeeded at partial spirit embodiment. He figured out an ancient skill after a little chat when even an underworlder like me couldn't understand it. A human, at that. This guy is really somewhat of a, I knew it. I'm a genius. Wait. Take off that shoe. Damn it, shoe, how amazing. Even though you're in contact with it, didn't you just remove the shoe from the spirit body? Oi, you just laughed at me, didn't you? No way, why would I? I mean, this is so hard, huh? Oh. Immortal, amplify, you can take the form of an aura-consuming spirit body for 122 seconds. The time limit for spirit embodiment increased from 120 seconds to 122 seconds. Does the time I can maintain a spirit body depend upon the amount of aura I possess? That means, by focusing spirit embodiment on a weapon, I can reduce the amount of aura used, and maintain the spirit body for a long time. Great. I'm definitely making progress. Just a bit more. Spirit embodiment time limit 189 seconds. Spirit embodiment time limit 572 seconds. Spirit embodiment time 1870 seconds. Is that you, Xiaomoon Yeep? I think that this time around, it might take longer. How long has it been? A week. Did I live too long? Who knew I'd feel so numb to time? Since when did time become so worthless? Is this his Wiseman phase? If he dies on his path to enlightenment without telling me anything, I'll mess him up. Oh, you fucker. That's why you shouldn't have lived for so long. That way, you wouldn't have survived to see this day. Hoo hoo hoo. Ha 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 ha. So, you were successful. Entertain me, you clowns. Minutes. Just hang in there for 10 minutes, Xiaomoon Yeep. Ha, 10 minutes. I can last 30 minutes. Spirit embodiment time limit, 2292 seconds / 38 minutes 12 seconds. Okay. Here I go. You've grown up a lot, haven't you? You little human insect. Come at me, you beetle-looking bastard. You insolent brat. How shocking. He's actually putting up a real fight. Doesn't Xiaomoon Yeep pale in comparison to the Emperor's martial skills? But, you know, for the past week, Xiaomoon Yeep wasn't preparing to fight. Now, come out. Soldiers of old who died an unfair death at the hands of the Emperor. Ayak. Oh, how begrudging. Our freedom and liberation. Kill the Emperor. The Emperor. Liberate us. That's. Don't get distracted, you fucker. Ugh. Although low level, they're vengeful spirits that harbor great resentment toward you. Feel the wrath of your kind, who couldn't rest in peace even after death. Go. Don't get distracted, you golden metal box bastard. After making me wait for a week, you are definitely different this time. However, that will change. Nothing. Do you think that I will be shaken by the likes of them, me? The Emperor? I shall annihilate the caster of the spell itself. It's too late. Get out of here, you rascal. In the end, it was all worthless effort. No matter what you do, you cannot win against me. Even if you figure out spirit embodiment, or summon soldiers who were once under my command. It's impossible. Only I could stop the tribulations. I and I alone. What can weaklings like you even do? The tribulations? You can't even take me down, you rats. You too are not enough. It's the end. For you, and your world. You're the only one that can stop the tribulations. Well, that's probably what you want to believe. However, aren't you trying to eliminate anyone that could take your place? Your Majesty, no. Father. You're. Following your footsteps, I tried my best to become an emperor capable of defeating the tribulations. So, then, why did you kill me as well? Your own son. What did I do so wrong? You just wanted eternal power. Didn't you? Here I won. Speak up quickly before I kill you, you fucking lost soul. Xiaomoon Yeep. So, you did it. Huh, Xiaomoon Yeep, great. I'll tell you, about the tribulation. About the forsaken world. Time ago, there lived ancestors of ours. They were powerful and great, because they fought amongst To prove endless wars raged beneath the earth because of this amount of aura, to form countless strong, and even more dangerous monsters. Then, the strengthened monsters no longer followed their master's orders. In a dimension they couldn't. Ugh. I can't believe I got caught in the middle of sending the monsters to another dimension. Damn it. I have to get back right now. Numerous monsters preyed on each other. After all of the hunting and preying, I see. Since they thought it'd get destroyed on its own, they naturally didn't tell the future generations about it. Then, the tribulation, yeah, you're right. That world didn't perish on its own. Even after being trapped in there, the monsters preyed on each other and bred and grew further. At some point, the dimension they were trapped in became full of them over tens of, hundreds of, thousands of, tens of thousands of years. They evolved as their kind hunted and preyed on each other. Then, one day, a monster was born. And that monster was none other than Waran. He found out that the gates were locked tight. He broke through and attacked with an army of monsters. I fought to stop that from happening. He hadn't fully bloomed yet, but he grew at an unbelievably fast pace. On top of that, he learned a lot from our fight. We managed to push them back into the Forsaken world and barricade the gates. So, he lost his purpose as he was forsaken and pushed back into that empty, deserted space. I could only gain the title Savior, solely because of weapon spirit embodiment. However, that was because even in my time, no one else was capable of doing it. Now, it's your turn. You'll have to become even stronger. How terrifying. We failed to completely get rid of such a strong emperor, yet he's telling you to become stronger. Also, now they're going to trick the high-ranking priests into reopening the door. How different do you think that ancient monsters are compared to the monsters you make? Their resemblance would depend on the purpose of their creation. The first purpose could be killing and the second could be collection. The important thing is to kill the creature before it becomes too powerful, and to harvest the auras it collects. Domestically produced Zadran grow just enough, harvest just enough. I guess you could say it's like farming for humans. So, when creating monsters, we don't give them intelligence so that they can collect aura, but not use it. That's a freaky picture. So, that Waran guy surpassed all the limits you mentioned. That's right. The ancestors deliberately took off those restraints because to win, they would have done anything. They were unaware that it would end up biting them in the ass. So, I need to at least be at the Emperor's level to even be able to fight those monsters. Just when I thought the final round was over and I'd have to watch soap operas for the rest of my life. Finally, some new content. First things first, we need to stop the first high-ranking priest from reopening the gates of the Forsaken world. We'll track down the first high priest and find out where he is. If we find them, would you lend us your support as you have today? Great. I'll come here whenever a battle breaks out. Now, it's your turn. Because it seems like I'm the savior after all. Where are you going to start your search, though? The dungeon we met in the other day? I've already checked that place. No traces there. Besides, a high-level priest could have easily wiped their traces. Traces of an underworlder, traces, huh. Hold on, I met an underworlder before that too. His name was Searcher. Since his aura was red in color, he probably wasn't someone important. But you said that only a high-ranking priest can erase his traces, right? Searcher. Well, if it's that name, he's definitely not on our relief list. We might be able to find something out. Also, if it's as you say, and they had a red aura, then they can't erase their traces. There might be some useful clues left behind. Okay, I'll start looking into that, and I'll let you know if I find anything. Phew, well, I guess that wraps it up for now, huh? A week feels like months, yes. Thank you for your help. I wouldn't have gotten this far without you. Well, the safety of humanity is at stake too, so there's nothing to be thankful for. I'd like to return the favor. Is there anything you need? Return the favor? I don't know. I can give you any sum of money. I've been making astronomical amounts of money since I made Battlefield, so. 100 money. No, I'm not that broke anymore. Besides, getting a ton of money all at once is pointless. To me, money is like game points. Simply getting it is no fun. Do let me think about it for a while. Okay, I've made up my mind. I'll take this one. The Grand Priest. What kind of nonsense is that, Seo Moon Yeep? What can I do in the human world? Stop hitting me on the head. I just like how it feels to hit. Let's go to the battlefield while we wait for news. I don't want to do that. If I activate my true powers, they'll know I'm an underworlder. Then just don't do underworlder shit, and you'll be fine. All humans can do is protect themselves, poke with their weapons, and use superpowers. They can craft cores, use superpowers, protect their body, strengthen their body. Travel through dungeons, manipulate monsters, create monsters, combine monsters, and more. They can strengthen weapons, use superpowers, and protect their body. So, you can just use superpowers like space travel and a weak spirit attack. I don't see why I have to do that. Hey, asshole, do you or do you not owe me? You're not planning to stay silent and act clueless in your position, are you? I won't do that, but how is that related to paying you back? Well, it is related, you punk. If you become one of our players, YSM will make a shit ton of money. Didn't you just say you don't need money? And you'll need some hands-on training for when Waran strikes, won't you? You'll learn how to fight alongside humans too. It'll save me some trouble recruiting players. Honestly, I can't say, okay. Since it's awkward being here with my own kind, too, I didn't enjoy those battles. Still, I'm sure some of them would recognize spirit attack. 7 heroes. I.e., relax. Just ignore them. But do you have an ID? They'll ask who you are. For that, use Pietro Anelas. I'll manipulate aura to make myself look different to those who aren't allowed to see me. Here. This is Pietro Anela. You've met him before, right? He's an employee of the World Association, right? Why is he here again? Oi, why are you here with him again? Wasn't your business all done? About that, pst. The thing is, you're the one who teleported back then, irritating like a fly. What? Right. Just so you know, we're moving in together. Show him too, say hello. She's the Grand Priest. Long time no see, right? What did you say? Is it a bit of an inconvenience? Would it be a little inconvenient? Of course it would. Are you really asking me to live with an underworlder? And a high priest at that? Oh, don't worry. She says she's turning over a new leaf. By the way, Pietro was brainwashed and couldn't be recovered, so she switched with his soul. Huh. Then she hasn't changed in the slightest. I'm telling you. Don't worry. Anyway, just keep it to yourself. Where the hell would I talk about this? I'll be treated like a lunatic. Whatever. Just drill it into your head that I won't let a high priest into the house I live in with my wife and Heian. TCH, Beck Geno, this rascal, he's really against it. It's like I'm asking him if we could keep a puppy I picked up that has nowhere to go. Now that it has come to this, you're being so petty just because you have a house. You'll get punished for being so cruel, you punk. Shameless plan, are you really going to throw out a homeless person? Don't you even feel sorry for her? Seo Moon Yeep, get out. It didn't work, huh? I didn't expect much in the first place, so it's okay, Seo Moon Yeep. But still, how could he? Gabriel Sana directed, huh? Director Gabriel, Mr. President. The match this time, the Holy YSM versus the Twin Stars. The Powerhouse Twin Stars versus YSM. YEM versus Sang-Sung. I thought you forgot we were in the middle of a season. Didn't you say that you'd take part in the match with the Twin Stars spirits at all costs? I can just beat up the Twin Stars instead of Choi Munseong. Ah, right. I said that. It's a relief I was able to get in touch with you before the match, though. Ahahaha, I just had my reasons. But, who's that next to you? Ah, this here is Pietro Anela. He's joining our team this time. Joining. So suddenly. Well, it may be sudden but, I bet you that he's the best ranged dealer in the entire world. I'll show you after I finish the match in a flash, so just you wait. Overwhelming indeed. YEM sang 2 o'clock, survival scores 11-0, 11-0, battlefield. YSM has completely crushed the Sang-Sung Twin Star spirits, and at the center of it all is this player. Seo Moon Yeep killed 22. Resting too much kind of takes me out of the zone, so I plan to participate in all the matches against the Twin Star spirits. All of them. He didn't even use a long-range javelin. He just charged at them and killed them. Is this allowed? Seo Moon Yeep is a god. 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 GOAT Zlatan Ibrahimovic threw a ball up high. Today we call it the moon. Seo Moon Yeep shot a spear and today we call it the Hubble Space Telescope. Damn, Munyeop lost it today. We had some national team members on our team. But they were no match for him either. How was it? What the hell happened within a week? The president was amazingly strong until now, too, but he's currently on a completely different level. No way. Is this man still progressing further? Okay, now, let's end this obvious match with Brother Dongjun. Let's get down to business. YEM. Where the hell did you bring that monster from? Can I get out of here now? Okay now, say hello to each other. This is our team's director, Gabriel Sana. And this is Pietro Anela, a super rookie who recently made the jump from a World Battlefield Association employee to battlefield player. Are you saying you were an office worker all this time with those skills? How old are you? 54 years old. Do you have any battlefield experience at all? Nope. Did you ever try a dungeon quest in your youth? Also, no. Your superpower is teleportation, but this is my first time seeing someone teleport 3 floors underground. That's because my power's actually spatial travel. What's the name of the superpower you used? Spirit ATT, it's summoning arts. That was summoning. Roughly speaking, it's a superpower that summons a warrior's form to attack. Did you just happen to come across a super rookie like him and bring him here? Of course. That's why I was gone for a week. I didn't forget about the match at all. Seo Moon Yeep, it's like the universe moves for him. How does he find talented people like this? Does he really have God's eyes or something? To be honest, I might have gone after the others to bring them in, but in Pietro's case, I really did meet him by chance. Still, this is pricking my conscience a bit. Great. I'm glad to hear you'd like to be a player even at this stage. Welcome to the YSM family. I look forward to working together. However, if this is your first time participating in Battlefield, you must not have registered your avatar, right? That's true. Is that a problem? Unfortunately, the 2 powers you just showed, teleportation and summon, are off limits. Oh, is it that strict? I expected them to limit the distance or the number of times one can use teleportation, but not more. That summon superpower is a power comparable to Shuren's destruction ray. In that case, the association will definitely try to make changes. After all, this isn't war. It's a sport, right? Even Shuren said she lowered the power of her destruction ray, right? He's telling you to control your power as much as possible, man. I already took it down a whole notch, Seo Moon Yeep. Ha, that's true. Your superpower's too good. That's the problem. We don't have a choice, that's right. After all, it's still really useful even after weakening it. It will take quite some time to register Mr. Pietro's avatar. Ah, really? Well, we can just tell the association's chairman to let us cut the line. Speaking of which, how about I call him right now? Ah, it's nothing huge. We're registering the avatar of a new player, so let us cut in line. This brat, coming to the Battlefield Association's office so shamelessly with an illegal request. Well, do you have a problem with that? Also, I may have called you, but you asked me to come here. Problem? Yeah, I have a problem. Want me to get into it? Gonggam News. Breaking news. Politics, economy, social life/culture, world news. Seo Munyap. Solo all kill, double whammy. Korean Battlefield Association, turning a blind eye to the ecosystem's destruction. Is it okay to leave this be? KHM, whatever. Also, what about how you were the one who told me to participate in Battlefield? Geez, okay, I'll look into the avatar matter. However, I called you here for a different reason. A different reason? Yeah. An A-match offer came in. From the UK, A-match? Is that the fight between the national players? That's right, so. What do you want from me? The thing is, you're so obvious. You're asking me to represent the country, aren't you? KHM. That's the condition for the A-match to take place. Seriously, everywhere I go. I don't want to. You brat. There aren't many chances to have an A-match with a strong team like the one in the UK. We already had one with the US. That's because you were there for that as well. Ah, right. Why would I run for the national team when I have nothing to gain from it? Wait, right now, one of the top 3 is from the UK, right? Roy or Rosa, was it? From the English United team. Is he joining as well? Huh. Ah, yeah. Ha, fuck. I really don't want to be a national player, though. I will stop that Waran guy or whatever, but, ugh, you never know. I should check out the levels of the top 3 superhumans these days, right? Is there anything else you can do for me? Oh. In that case. Oh, I heard that YSM has started to hire foreign mercenaries, right? They're offering to help you recruit players if you stop by the UK after the Nationals. Well. I don't know where I'll use guys who play PvP, but, still, in times of emergency. Yeepa, these days, aside from the superhumans who are battlefield players. The general public has aura but doesn't know how to fight. In fact, they're more like prey raised for Zadran to feed. On. Phew. Well, it's better than nothing. Okay. I'll do it. In return, I'll take the tactical command. He deliberately barged deep into enemy territory. He's really awesome. I can't use Snowstorm in a situation like this. He's tactical, with no wasted moves. As I thought, that article was definitely written with malicious intent. Seo Moon Yeep, is he really a hero? Is Seo Moon Yeep really a hero? All stars are victims of the media, especially those that can't stand injustice like Seo Moon. Seo Moon Yeep using a mocking tone in an interview. Seo Moon Yeep is showing the worst moves. Only immersed in abusing his strong powers after his spectacular return. He doesn't appear to apologize for various mistakes either. Siamanyeep, is he really a hero? Siamanyeep, who uses a mocking tone in an interview. Siamanyeep, who is showing the worst moves, is only immersed in abusing his strong power after his spectacular return, and he does not appear to apologize for various mistakes. Can we regard him as a hero who is arrogant and unaware of his position? Although he has given numerous donations. A large donation of money is not an indulgence. Can we regard him as a hero when he's arrogant and unaware of his position? Since the fighting might have left him less than academically inclined, it might be easy to frame him. What a pity. He's definitely a really intelligent and polite person. Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet all the players here. He's really here. It's Siamanyeep. Is he going to keep representing the nation from now on? Isn't he just here for this one match? Coach. Whoa. When did you get here? YSM member, national player Choi Hyuk. YSM member, national player Yoon BMO, Choi Hyuk. This guy's acting like the world's his, huh? Yoon BM, though. Target Yoon BM, human, strength 60-60, agility 62-64, speed 57-57, stamina 62-62. Focus 74-85, skill 50-55, aura 72-72, leadership 20/20, tactics 45-45, ability, shadow walk. Target Choi Hyuk, human, strength 90-90, agility 75-75, speed 71-71, stamina 77-80, focus 70-70, skill 82-82, aura 70-70, leadership 43-43, tactics, durability, strengthening. Even after a second look, this guy just doesn't have the stats to advance to the first league without his ability. However, he still managed to make the national team and grew up quite well. There was a time he said he'd study instead because he wasn't confident he'd make it as a player. And I barely managed to scout him for YSM by luring him in with compensation in case he couldn't succeed and decided to leave. There was also a time when he holed himself up in a pit to grow his abilities without notice. It took a long time, right, BM? WH Watts with the pleased smile. Just seeing how the guy who whined, "I'm gonna study," grew up to be a battlefield national team member. Come on. That was so long ago. Haha. Seriously, you did a good job getting here. How about a handshake in honor of that? See coach. Wah. HM. His ability is quite useful, but all his other stats except focus don't even cross 70. It's just wretched. Speed, 57-57, aura, 72-70 seconds, focus, 74-85, strength. 60-60, maximum stat points, agility, 62-64, tactics, 45-45, stamina, 62-62, leadership, 20/20. That's right. I was about to give up as a player, yet you personally took care of me and believed in me, coach. I was able to get here all because of you. It won't work in leagues beyond this, though. It's about time to sell him off. Your belief in me is all that got me through this. Compared to other players, I always felt like I didn't belong here and I worried about that a lot. Your handshake right now really lifted me up, though. I feel like you've acknowledged me. I'll really give it my all in this match and make sure not to let anyone down as a national player. That's enough, you brat. Anyway, where's Shim Young-soo? I think he's in the break room. Should I ask him to come over? Look at him, huh? Whatever. I'll see him soon anyway. Tell all the players to gather in the conference room now. Yes. Conference room. Now that everyone's here. We're going to start our strategy meeting for the game against England. Coaching staff. Korean player. I definitely heard that Siamanyeep is here, but where is he? He won't make a huge fuss about how I didn't come to see him, will he? Fuck. I should have just gone to see him. I wanted to avoid seeing him for as long as possible, though. I'll see you back home, Miss M. You cute little fucker. I should have gone to meet him. I should have gone. I should have gone. I should have gone. Uncle. Oh, hey Ian, you came, huh? Why did you call me for such an important match? Couldn't you have called a good player with your great judgment? That Sonia girl or whatever her name was, huh? What are you on about? Where would I find a better close-range dealer than you in Korea? Oh. There are only losers all over the place. Anyway. Huh. I know, right? I'm the only one you can depend on, right? Ehe. Of course, if Sonia and the High Priest became Koreans, we'd get dealers like them. Of course. But they haven't been naturalized yet. Yay, by the way, Uncle, you're wearing the flag for the first time, huh? Ah well, things just turned out that way. I get to take care of those English guys at the same time as well. Hehe, the English truly hate you, don't they? There was an article this time, too. Siamanyeep, is he really a hero? This one, yeah. They're still whiny about not having a single English person at the party for the final dungeon conquest. Was it Zach Brandt? That huge-ass slowpoke, yeah. There were tons of articles cursing you out just like this 17 years ago, too. Zach Brandt, slowpoke Zach Brandt, 7 people, in or out. Wasn't selected. Shock. Slowpoke Zach Brandt unnecessary for the final dungeon conquest, says Siamanyeep. Whatever they did, we saved the world by winning the final dungeon conquest, so they should shut their traps. Why are they so cranky, haha. The UK not winning even once against France in national competitions made it even worse. When the French wanted to target them, they'd use what you said and call them English slowpokes. So why the hell are they acting up when they're the weak ones? Okay, now. Enough chit-chat. Let's get started with a briefing on the English team for this A-match. Of course, all of you know the team quite well, but I'll explain it for those who don't know. This rascal. The UK's team is often called the Knights and Mages. Unlike the current trend of decreasing tankers and long-distance dealers and adding in close-range dealers, long-distance dealers, 5, close-range dealers, 2. Tankers, 4, having 4 strong tankers with 2 close-range and 5 long-distance dealers in the back is a very unique combo. First, their frontline tanker formation. Just like the US's power games, they play the game using hand-to-hand combat with huge tankers. That's why those guys are called the Knights in Shining Armor. The rear is the close-range dealer formation. All of them are superhumans with range-type magic abilities. One of the close-range dealers also uses a longbow, so you could also consider that as having 6 long-distance dealers. Name, Gary Williams. Position, close-range dealer. Weapon, longbow, double-handed axe. Oh. A close-range dealer who uses a longbow? Anyway, one of the long-distance dealers has tremendous destructive power. He's capable of becoming the main dealer wherever he is. That is why they're called heaven-piercing mages. And even among them is this player. The Ice Mage. That's right. Roy Meyer. First superpower, Ice Wall. It can split a vast battlefield into 2 within an instant. If you get stuck in the ice wall rising from the floor to the ceiling, you're dead. Second superpower, Blizzard. Although it can't distinguish between friend or foe, it can slow down everything and cause massive damage if used to attack. Also, you must watch out for the Absolute Zero technique, which can freeze a target by narrowing down the range of the Blizzard skill. The last superpower, Frozen Seal. It seals a target within ice for 20 seconds. This ice doesn't shatter upon any attack and even Roy Meyer himself can't disarm it. Depending on the situation, they could either use it for defense or to seal him for 20 seconds and go all out. Jeez. That guy's a bunch of crazy cheat abilities just lined up one after another. So, those English guys asked me to join because they trust that guy, huh? Objectively speaking, we have no chance against them. But that's what they think. How should I mess with them? The English team. They're here. Target Aiden Hughes, human, strength 78-79, agility 88-90, speed 93 to 95, Stamina 76-76, Focus 85-88, Skill 41-65, Leadership 85-88, Tactics 78-80. Target Aaron B. Holland, Human, Strength 56-60, Agility